Hey, my name is Dennis Lee. I'm one of the AirFlare co-founders, and this video is just a broad overview of AirFlare and how it all works, both from the guest side and from the patrol search and rescue side. It's shot for a pretty broad audience. You might be on a patrol team, you might be a dispatcher or a patroller out in the field or a patrol supervisor. This might be a great first video that you watch before you do a deeper dive into the rest of our training videos. This is essentially the demo that I do. So if you have a friend or a colleague that's generally interested in AirFlare and how it all works, this would be a great link to send them. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'll pop up Web Console. This is the dispatch module. This is on the patrol side, and I'll get to this in a second. We're going to go ahead and start on the guest side. So this is the AirFlare app. Broadly, AirFlare is a set of tools that enable search and rescue patrol to find you via your phone in and out of cell service. We have tools also that can help patrol and search and rescue find people with the AirFlare app on their phone and without. And I'll get into all that in a bit, but I'm going to go ahead and open the guest side, the adventurer side, AirFlare app, and go to the home screen. One of the real benefits, so what having the app does, high level. Someone who downloads AirFlare to their phone, they are pre-approving their coordinates to go back to a search and rescue team or a patrol team if they ever become the subject of a search. So this person could be in a search was called for them. They could be in a restaurant not paying attention to their phone, or they could be lost legitimately and someone called in on their behalf and said, hey, this person isn't where they're supposed to be. The person with AirFlare on their phone has pre-approved those coordinates to go back to patrol without them having to do anything. It also opens up our out of cell service features. I'm not going to talk a lot about that in this video, but having the AirFlare app on your phone is the prerequisite for the out of cell service capabilities. There's also a really cool between friends and family location sharing feature that I'm going to talk about here. One point that I really want to stress is once you download AirFlare, technically you never really have to open it again. We recommend you do, but AirFlare does not need to be open. It does not need to be running in the background in order for AirFlare to do what AirFlare is designed to do. Two important things. That means you don't have to remember to turn on AirFlare when you go outside. And number two, we're not chewing your battery apart. AirFlare sits passively back in the background. We're not caching coordinates. It waits essentially for it to be triggered by a notification that hits the phone that says someone is requesting your location. That will wake up AirFlare, and AirFlare will do its thing. So don't need to remember to turn it on. We're not chewing your battery apart. We're not caching any coordinates, which means we're not collecting any data. We don't sell data. All right, enough of that. So we do recommend, though, that every once in a while you do open your phone and you do open AirFlare on your phone if you have any configuration errors. Like, for example, you went back and shut location services off. Every time you open up AirFlare, if you have any configuration errors, there will be a big button here that will guide you to fixing those errors. Similarly, analogous to an AVI beacon test, every time I go in the backcountry, I'm going to check and make sure my AVI beacon is functional. This is analogous to that. I'm going to every once in a while hit self-test, and that will trigger my phone to go into a configuration check just to make sure my phone is configured properly in case I ever become the subject of a search. Success, my phone is configured properly. I also want to go here, SOS 911. I can also get to the same places by this hamburger menu on the upper left-hand corner. If I open that hamburger menu, there's the self-test that we just did. This local info button right here, it will take me to the same page as this SOS 911 button. If I open that, if I am sitting inside of a North American ski resort, you will see the name of the ski resort and the emergency number for patrol. I'm sitting at home right now. I'm not in a ski area, so that's why you don't see a ski area name. If you work for a ski area and you are sitting inside of that ski area resort boundary, you should be able to see the name of the ski area you are currently at, and you should see the emergency number to that ski area ski patrol team. If that is not the case, contact me and we'll make it so, or if there's an error. It also tells you the county that you're currently in. It'll give you your current coordinates. I am currently at these coordinates with a location accuracy of 13 meters at this elevation. This button right here is a share button. I can go ahead and share those coordinates out to a contact via text. I can copy to a clipboard. I can potentially send them to patrol if I needed to. And I can also just generally see where I am on a map. This button, I'll get there from from the hamburger menu. This local info page will also tell me the county that I'm in, whether or not there's a text to 911 capability. If there is, you'll see this text 911 button. If I hit that button, it's going to pull my coordinates automatically into a text pre-programmed for 911. My name is Dennis. I need help, and I'm at these coordinates. Obviously, we don't want to send that, so I'm going to hit cancel up here. And the last thing I want to show on the AirFlare guest app side is location sharing. I can get there from the hamburger menu, location sharing, or I can get there through these two linked location icons in the upper right-hand corner. This enables friends and family, two people with AirFlare on their phone, to connect their phone and pre-approve coordinates going back and forth from those phones on request. So again, we're not caching coordinates. We're not doing anything. You can request your ski partner's coordinates, and those coordinates will come back to you. So I can add a connection. We can connect our phones. This is cross-platform, and everything we do is optimized for a low cell environment. Once those phones are connected, let's say I'm skiing with this guy today, and I don't know if he's down at the bottom of the run waiting for me or he's upside down in a tree well above me. I can click on his record and I can request his location. This was just done 16 minutes ago. That's why you see the map there. That was the last time I requested location. I'm going to request location. There was a notification that hit that person's phone. They have already pre-approved their coordinates to go back to me, their friend, their ski partner. And so I'm going to take advantage. You'll see this refresh here in just a few seconds. Every time we request a location from a phone, it was just updated. There's going to be a delay. And that is because we do not use cached coordinates. We send the notification to the phone. We want your coordinates. This could be coming back to your friend. It could be coming back to a patrol team. We want brand new coordinates. We don't want, we don't want, the phone might think it knows where it is because it just got coordinates a few minutes ago. We tell the phone to start over completely, get brand new coordinates, and get back to us. We give the phone 20 seconds. And the reason for this is because you can ski a long distance in even 30 seconds, right? So we don't want those cached coordinates. We want brand new ones. This is where this person is right now. Once you get coordinates back to the phone, you can open. And you can open in Google Maps or Apple Maps. You can share location. That will pull up a share via text or messenger tray. Copy location to clipboard. You can copy to clipboard, pop into a text message, potentially send it to a patroller or a dispatcher. You can also, if you think your buddy's in trouble and want to navigate to them, you can open location as GPX. You can open location in Apple and Map, that's Google or Apple Maps, or you can open location as GPX if you have Gaia or Avenza. I have Gaia and Avenza on my phone, so I can use my GPS application to navigate directly to my buddy. Awesome. Let's pop out of AirFlare, the guest side app, and we're going to go into the patrol side now. This is Web Console. It's the portal into AirFlare search tools that's generally used by dispatchers and supervisors. It has our admin capabilities in it as well for patrol administrators, like a patrol director or a supervisor. There's two scenarios that I want to run here. The first is a search for someone who is an AirFlare subscriber. They have AirFlare, the AirFlare app on their phone. And the second is searches that were done for someone who is not an AirFlare subscriber. They do not have AirFlare on their phone. Cool. My name is Robin. Dennis, my ski partner, is skiing with me at the resort today. We were supposed to check in at 3. It's now 4. I'm really worried. What is Dennis's phone number? 805-794-2993. The dispatcher can hit search. I just happen to have multiple phones. I'll cover this in a bit. But you'll see if they are in the registry, there will be a record for them and there will be an initiate search button. The dispatcher can go ahead and initiate a search. I have completely shut down AirFlare on my phone, so it's not even open in the background. There is a notification that hits this phone that says the search team is actively looking for you. It says your search team by name. Such and such ski patrol is actively searching for you. If you receive this notification, please get back to us. And you might have seen that the search status temporarily flipped to delivered, and then it went to reported. Delivered means that that notification hit the phone, and reported means we have coordinates. And then this is an email that hit my inbox. I'm the search subject that says, you are the subject of a search. If you receive this email, please get back to this patrol team at this number. They are actively searching for you. Super. So I didn't have to do anything. I'm sitting in a restaurant, not paying attention to my phone, and the ski patrol team is out looking for me. My coordinates have automatically come back to that ski patrol team with no action on my part because I am an AirFlare subscriber. And this is just letting me know that my position was successfully returned to that patrol team. Cool. The dispatcher will open up the search details page. Here's your search subject. Your subject is at this location with a location accuracy of plus or minus 10 meters or within 32 feet and displayed on a map. Your subject is at this location within this red circle. That's your plus or minus 10 meters. Awesome. Let's do someone that is not an AirFlare subscriber. Hey, my name is Dennis. I got myself turned around. I'm a little lost. I need some help. What's your number, Dennis? We're going to pretend that Dennis is not an AirFlare subscriber, so none of these records would show up. Hey, Dennis, we're going to send you a text message. You're going to get a text message from our ski patrol team. When you get that text message, follow the instructions. There's 2 ways that we're going to do this. I'll do it both ways. The first way is name of ski patrol team is searching for you and request your location. You can text back your location below or follow this link. So in order to text back the location, I can simply, and this works on Android or iOS, I can hit this little plus button here and I can drop them a pin. And that will go ahead and turn this into reported. The other way that I can do this, so there it is, reported. The other way that I can do this is per the instructions. Go ahead and search. We're going to send you a location request text. There it is. It hit my phone. When you receive this text, follow the hyperlink. And as soon as you see the send location button, go ahead and send us your location. Success, and it was reported. So those are two different ways that a guest without AirFlare on their phone can get you the location from that text message that you sent to them. And this is the same. Reported, your subject is at this location, this time plus or minus 8 meters or 25 feet, displayed on a map, and there is your subject. Let's go back to that original I'm lost. I'm going to duck this phone away. Let's go back to that original I'm lost. That was this record right here. Hey, Dennis, we see exactly where you are. This should be pretty easy. If you just ski downhill a couple of 100 yards, you're going to hit a road. As soon as you hit that road, turn left, and that'll take you back to the main base area. Could you do us a favor? When you're out safe, could you just go ahead and respond to that text message that we sent you? That you're out safe. I'm out safe. Thanks so much. Send. And meantime, the dispatch team will get I'm out safe. Thanks so much. I've already read this message, so actually let me do it again. If I'm on the home page, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to send the same message twice, just so you can see what happens here. That little red icon, it means you got a new message. That's the indicator. You've got a new message inside of that search record. You can open that search record up. You can scroll down to the bottom of the I'm out safe. Thanks so much. And you as a patrol team can go ahead and enjoy your day. And you can send that back to from the patrol team. Thank you. Enjoy your day. I do want to make clear this is our subject chat feature. I do want to make clear that we are not introducing a new channel into your patrol team. We're not circumventing your emergency number in any way, shape, or form. A guest cannot text you completely out of the blue. You have to initiate this text string through the guest through web console. As soon as you send them a text through the chat feature, you conduct a search, you send them a text, or you just send them the text outright because they're not an AirFlare subscriber. That's the mechanism that they can respond to. So you as a patrol team need to initiate that string, and then you can carry on via text from there if you would like to. So that is half the battle. Getting coordinates into a dispatch team is kind of half the battle. Getting coordinates out into the field is the second half of the battle, and that's kind of where I'm going to conclude this video. So there is another app that sits on the patrol side, and it's called Field Console. And this is also optional. You can provide Field Console out to patrollers in the field. Sometimes supervisors really like to have Field Console because if they don't have a computer at home or they don't want to log into web console, they can do everything they can do in web console. They can do from Field Console, including initiate searches. So the bottom line is that anything that happens in dispatch can be seen by patrollers in the field. And with respect to searching, anything that is done by web console can be done also from Field Console if you provide those permissions out to your patrollers. So this is the home screen of Field Console. This is the running list of searches. It is the same running list of searches here. This was the search that we just conducted for this person that needs assistance. So a patroller in the field can go ahead and open up that top record, and everything that the dispatch sees, including the map, the patroller sees. Your subject is at this location in UTM. If you guys use degrees, you can switch to degrees. This location in degrees with a location accuracy of 13 meters. You can scroll down and you can see generally where they are. If you are a patroller in the field that likes to use Google Maps or Apple Maps, you can open Map app and it'll give you an option, Apple Maps or Google Maps. And you can navigate out to your lost subject or subject in need of assistance just by Google Maps. If you as a patroller have Gaia, Avenza, or Onyx on your phone, you can open as a GPX. You can go over to Gaia, for example, and that's going to drop my coordinates into Gaia under my saved waypoints, and I can navigate out that way. I can also click the share button over here, and I can copy my coordinates into a clipboard and pop them into, Caltopo or Gaia or Avenza or Onyx that way through the search bar. So all kinds of ways for me to see where that subject is and then navigate out to that subject. You are able to, as a patrol supervisor, as an administrator, if you want patrollers in the field to have search capabilities, you can grant them those capabilities. They can use Field Console to search. If you have patrollers in the field, individually, patrollers in the field, you only want them to see searches that were done by dispatch or by a supervisor or what have you. You can give them just read-only access. They can just open up the record that has the search record that has been done, and they can do everything that I just demoed. If you give someone in the field through Field Console the ability to search, it's this icon up here, and they can conduct their own search. 805-794-2993, search. This person is in the registry. Do you want to initiate a search? Yes. Success. Okay. And if I'm a dispatcher sitting back into dispatch and I go to my home screen, this is the search. It's been delivered. This was the search that was just done by a patroller out in the field. And in a couple of seconds here, you're going to see this go from delivered to reported. There it is. It was reported. And similarly, the patroller, every patroller in the field, not just the patroller that did the search, but every patroller in the field that has Field Console on their phone can see the results of that same search. So this one is location accuracy 5.1 meters. 17 feet. Cool. And there it is displayed on a map. And I like to go into satellite view. The last thing I want to show is you sometimes do not have patrollers. Sometimes you have patrollers in the field who do not want to. I should mention too that all of these subject chats are also available out to patrollers in the field, read only or active. So this is my whole history of subject chats. Thank you. Enjoy your day is the last one you did. And if you have a patroller out there with search capabilities, not read-only access, but search capabilities, you can use this chat feature from Field Console as well. Cool. The last thing I should probably do here is talk about patrollers in the field or search and rescue team members that are out in the field. They do not want an app on their phone. Okay. They don't want Field Console for whatever reason, or you don't want them to have Field Console for whatever reason. As a dispatcher, I can open up a search and I can use this share feature. So I have a patroller in the field that's going to respond to this search. I can enter that patroller's phone number in this little text box here, and I can send SMS. That patroller in the field is going to receive 2 text messages. The first has the name of the subject with the subject coordinates in whatever format you sent. So I sent in location degrees. I can also send in UTM. The second text message they're going to get in that same package is a hyperlink. When that patroller in the field opens up that hyperlink, they will get this page. Your subject is at this location. They can copy to clipboard and paste into Google Maps or Gaia or Avenza or Onyx. They can click this button and open in Google Maps, and they can navigate directly to pretty quickly. If they're on an iPhone, they'll see this button in Apple Maps, and they can navigate in Apple Maps. And they can open as a GPX. If they have Gaia or Avenza or Onyx on their phone, this is going to download to the phone, and then they can open up Gaia and go grab that download and navigate. And I have an entire video on that. So this is a way for a dispatcher to get coordinates into a field for a patroller that, for whatever reason, does not have Field Console on their phone. We are aware that a lot of teams are starting to use what 3 words. So we do have the ability for you to convert to what 3 words. Maybe you're dealing with another agency like a search team or a 911 dispatcher. Many of them recognize what 3 words, and you can, there's your what 3 words. Awesome, awesome. I think that is the vast majority of what I wanted to cover. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. That's a major overview of our in-cell service features. I'm going to come back here. The last thing that I should mention, and I'm not going to cover it in depth in this video, but we do have an out-of-cell service capability as well. This is an AirFlare detector. If for whatever reason coordinates do not come back for an AirFlare subscriber, so you can use these devices to search for people that do not have AirFlare on their phone. It's not reliable, so we don't talk about it a lot. You can do it, but it doesn't work as well, anywhere near as well as when you are searching for someone that has AirFlare on their phone. So registry search, AirFlare subscriber, initiate search, the coordinates don't come back. You can configure this device to search specifically for someone in the field. So this would go out in the jacket pocket or the brain of a backpack of a patroller. We also have these that sit up in the air on a drone. And essentially, when this box comes within range of that phone, of that guest phone, of that AirFlare subscriber's phone, it says to the phone, I want your coordinates. And it sends the coordinates back to this box. And the patroller in the field can see those coordinates via his or her field console on their phone, that app on their phone. Range is up to like 1/2 to 3/4 of a mile direct line of sight. We see pretty well through trees. We see pretty well through snow. So if you have like a tree well incident or what have you, you can actually see people fairly well through snow. Once you start getting into really dense trees, that 1/2 to 3/4 of a mile will start to drop to like 100 meters, a couple of 100 meters. You know, the bottom line, here in the Pacific Northwest, the average visual detection range is about 14 meters, depending on the color of the object and the size of the object that's visible. So even if I'm pulling 100, 200 meters, that's a whole lot better than the average visual detection range, which is 8 to 14 meters generally in the Pacific Northwest. So that's the LSL service feature. If you want more information about it, just give me a ring and I'm happy to walk through it with you. The main features that we see used daily out in SAR and North American ski resorts is those in-cell service features. To friends, family, connecting their phone and location sharing back and forth. Those are all potentially calls that never go into ski patrol. They can resolve it themselves. Or my name is Dennis. I am an AirFlare subscriber. I don't have to do anything. My coordinates come back automatically. Or alternatively, hi, I need help. I'm not an AirFlare subscriber. You send that text out. I respond to that text. The coordinates come back. And then you can send those coordinates out into the field for patrollers in the field that can actually respond to that request. So that was the overview. Feel free to connect. I'm happy to do these demos anytime. And if you're a patroller and about to go through the rest of the training, enjoy. I'm always open to feedback, so please do get back to me. Cheers.